Alright lads, so today we got the 3 new resurrected characters, starting in order. Let's go from Jotaro, Tiny Michael Jackson, and Riruka holding me. So these are the 3 new characters that we're going to be showcasing today. Just trying them out and talk about them, how good was their resurrection in case you haven't seen it just yet. In my opinion, just from the start of the video, Riruka was a pretty good upgrade, although it really depends on how you want to use it, if you think it's good. Ginjo, very good resurrection, has become an amazing link, and then he's okay. He's just okay. That's really about it. So with that said, let's jump into the showcases. Alright, so jumping into the quest then, Ginjo. Now, Ginjo's actually he pretty much got like the best resurrections in terms of, skills and stuff like that. So for starters, he picked up 1 new skill, which is 20% stamina recovery, which is kind of strange. Every now and then, KLab do something like that where they kind of break the mold of what they set up. Normally, characters like Ginjo would have gotten 20% strong attack damage, or more so 20% berserker. Instead, he picked up more of a utility skill, being 20% stamina recovery, and that main purpose was due to the fact that he does get 16% full stam on his, resurrection soul trait, which is actually really good because his base soul trait is actually 20% strong attack damage. And the reason why that's actually really good is because, him getting recharge would have been great too. Of course, it would have made him better. That's unfortunately one thing he does lack, is no recharge built into the character. So his strong attacks are coming back just a tad bit slower. But, even if he did get recharged, if I'm being honest, I wasn't really going to use Ginjo anyway. But now that he got 20% strong attack damage and also 16% full stam, it makes him a really good link for a lot of content like guild quests, epic raids, and also Sankamon, where I do find myself using full stamina links. A lot of those times when you're going against big, massive bosses in epic raids with a lot of stamina, being able to have, 20% strong attack damage with the addition of some full stam damage is a really good combination. It's one of the main reasons why I use someone like Senka Aizen a lot. Like every time I'm playing Sankamon, guild quests, and epic raids, Senka Aizen is always equipped. And now that we have someone like Ginjo, who's basically the second full stam and sad soul trait for the technique attribute, you can use those 2 in combination with someone like Renji, a 30% full stam link, and now your main character is doing a lot of damage. So for a link, Ginjo's a really good one. And when it comes to the 20% strong attack damage soul traits that we have left, at least for the technique attribute, there isn't that many, and hopefully one of the potential 3 upcoming resurrections, which will happen, later down the year, not anytime soon, hopefully one of them picks up full stam just like Ginjo did, because then you can complete the full trio of having 3 full stam and side links for the technique attribute. So yeah, as a link, I think he got the best combo possible. It's actually really good. And again, I kind of like the idea that they gave him a bit of extra utility in combination with his soul trait, right? The extra 16% full stam is great, and he's also able to stay at full stamina a lot easier thanks to that, inbuilt now 20% stam recovery, which I personally don't mind. So overall, I do like the way this character did get resurrected. I like the idea of it, and again, he's a very good link for other technique characters. So honestly, no complaints from me. And you know what? Looking at the character's gameplay right now, of course, we're not clearing super fast. He is a character that came out like back in 2018. He's honestly not too bad. Like, with this resurrection, he's usable. I wouldn't use him, but you can actually use him, because Ginjo was always a good character. The community kind of just hated on him, mainly because of how common he was. A lot of people pulled this character a lot of times, hence the memes, right? Now your Fullbringer's mine. That all stemmed from people just pulling this character so many times. I, fortunately, or maybe unfortunately, was never part of that crew. It took me a long time to actually pick up this character. Literally, I wanted this character when everyone else didn't want him, because they've already pulled him so many times. I was actually lucky enough to get him because I got him from a Sankamon ticket. And when I did, I was actually pretty happy. And now that he became a pretty good resurrected link, honestly, no complaints from me. I'm happy that I actually have this character. And again, he's going to be a good link. He's now a character that I'm going to potentially save for in my collector's tickets in the hopes to get dupes of him, because very good link for, guild quests and epic raids, like I said. Getting him 5 out of 5 so I can offer more stats to my main characters is something that I definitely want to do. And I'm happy he got the soul trait that he did. So yeah, overall, Ginjo, pretty good resurrection. Very, very good link now. And as for a character, he's gotten better, but it doesn't really change him all too much. But if you are a Ginjo fan, you can make him work. You can make him work. Alright, so moving on to Tsukishima. Unfortunately, the worst one of the banner. His resurrection was not that good. Essentially, what he picked up for his resurrection was 20% more strong attack damage, basically the standard for characters nowadays. And for his soul trait, now keep in mind he is a 12% DR soul trait, so originally when he first came out, he already kind of got the shot because he was an SP character as a DR soul trait, which is normally only really usable in, raid battles. So he's not really the best. So if you did want to make him work as a link, even nowadays, he's offering more SP than attack, which is something that that you don't really want to do for NAD characters, because they're the ones that are going to be using the DR soul trait. So even originally, like, he was always a weird soul trait, right? And then for his resurrection, he picked up 55% drain duration. Now, when I first saw that, I was like, you know what, it's not too bad, because you can definitely make that work in Brave battles, for example, where you are going to come across drain. Put it on someone like Beyond Bankai Kenpachi, and you could potentially, you know, be immune to the heals that the enemies will now get. But then someone brought to my attention that, you know, you don't even need to do that, because you can just give the character a bonus ability to prevent healing. So when I got told that, I was like, you know what? You're not wrong. This is kind of a bad soul trait. Drain duration is, along with, you know, DR, is not bad. I still don't mind it. Of course, it's not really that great of a soul trait. Even when I first reacted to it, I said it was niche, but you could potentially make it work. And again, you still can, but there's very little places that you're ever going to be inflicted by drain. And realistically, only in Brave battles, because that's the only place you can actually use it. So, yeah, as a soul trait, didn't even get any too better, really. Just, he's still the DR soul trait, and maybe you can get that extra bit of duration towards drain. Even then, again, it's just very, very niche. And, you know, having said that, even though I still think his link isn't really the best, and you're rarely ever going to use it, I still don't mind it, mainly because I'm someone that, when it comes to resurrected characters, right, I want us to get soul traits that we don't really have much of. Like, you know, I would love for more characters to get recharge and strong attack damage. I would love for characters to get no attack damage and, you know, DR, for example. They're really powerful combinations, but at least for me, you know, I'm speaking of someone that has basically every resurrected character in the game. I have enough of those links. I don't need more of them. But DR and Drain, even though I might ever, like, never really use it, I still don't personally mind it, because if there ever is a situation where I might need it, then I'm going to be happy to have a character like this, if that kind of makes sense. Just trying to look at the bright side of it. But going back to the character, though, Tsukishima, honestly, just when playing with him here, he's not too bad. Actually not too bad, which again sucks, because all he picked up was an extra 20%, you know, strong attack damage. Had he picked up an extra bit of recharge, this would have made him better, because as you can see here, the character strong attacks aren't too bad. His SA1 is actually pretty good. It's got a decent distance to it. Visually, this character looks great too. I still think he's the best looking Tsukishima in the game. Like, I like that SA1. The SA2, I'm a fan of, even though it's quite basic. And his SA3 is one of the best looking ones in the entire game. I really do like the visuals on that SA3. And his Nad string is also really cool. Disappearing before the attack and then reappearing. He basically got this, like, same Nad string as Oetsu. Like, Oetsu basically stole his Nad string. Funny enough. But Oetsu's does look a bit cooler, since he is a Nad character. But yeah, Tsukishima's actually pretty decent. Unfortunately, he didn't get the best resurrection. Only 20% strong attack damage isn't really going to save this character. If he did pick up recharge, of course it would have been better. Soul Bomb is also, again, really, really nice. Tsukishima's got the drip. He always has the drip. So yeah, Tsukishima, overall, a not so good resurrection. Only 20% strong attack damage increase. The drain duration is very, very niche, and you're very rarely ever going to make that work. And moving on to the last character, we have RIRUKA. Honestly, the best character of the entire bunch. Now, I have invested into this character because she is still worthwhile using, so gameplay-wise, she is going to perform better than the other characters we just showcased. Now, for RIRUKA Resurrection, what did she pick up? Well, she got an extra 20% strong attack damage increase, so the 20% Berserker, like the usual characters like herself do get. Honestly, pretty good, because again, this character already has a lot going for it to begin with. That 20% strong attack damage, while it isn't a lot, is still enough to make her significantly better and more usable. And then for her soul trait, she picked up fire duration, 55% fire duration, which was brought to a lot of disappointment. But if you really think how this character is supposed to be used, it's actually very good for the game. And if you have her, you're definitely going to make the most out of it, because right now, she's already become one of my most used links. Now, when it comes to guild quests, RIRUKA, she's a ranged Aaroniero. When it comes to ranged Aaroniero characters, there's only 3 in the game right now. Her, Redux Nanao, and also Luna Rikia. Obviously, both of those characters being really good. Technically better than RIRUKA, but at least for me, I still use RIRUKA to this day, and it's in guild quests. And in that quest, you have fire pools. So the fact that she got an extra built-in fire duration, 55%, is actually really good, because what it means, I can take her to T20, and then I can just make it so she's fully immune to burn, which I think is an amazing idea, and I feel like Cab did actually do a good job here by giving her that fire duration, because it allows you to use it in guild quests. Realistically, the only place you actually use this character nowadays, and make it so she's fully immune to burn, and then depending on the team build you're going up, you can use full recharge, you can use full stand builds, and she can easily keep that, because again, she's immune to burn. And if you saw my video today where we used her in guild quest, being immune to burn is actually a really good quality of life for this particular character. So honestly, I prefer what she got, the fire duration, than anything else she could have gotten. I definitely would have taken that over force damage, strong attack damage, stuff like that, because you can put that on another character. RIRUKA is only and still usable in Guild Quest. That's realistically the only place you now ever use her. So the fact that she can be easily immune to burn, I think is a great thing, and KLab did the best decision here by giving her fire duration. And the 20% strong attack damage increase that she does get on a resurrection is actually pretty good. You can definitely notice it when trying to go for faster runs in Guild Quest. So overall, I think she got a good resurrection. In addition to that, I really do like links like her, you know, recharging their status on duration, and we do need more of those. Again, I already personally have enough side and recharge links, so getting more doesn't really impact me. But in the current IT quest that we have right now, where you want to bring no affiliation characters, there's a bunch of burn pools. So having a link like her, especially if you don't own the OG Nelio, it means you can make characters easily immune to burn, like I did with my Noelle. I was able to use Noelle, easily stay at full stamina, and able to walk over the fire pools because I'm using her as a link, and I also have bonus abilities. If I didn't want to give the bonus ability 55% fire duration, I could just throw on her and the Nelio link just to get 24% recharge and complete fire immunity. So I do like the idea of what they have done for this RIRUKA. RIRUKA's still a good character to this day, and definitely the most usable out of all the three, because again, you're going to be using it in Guild Quest. When it comes to range Aaroniero boosters, there isn't that many, and even when it comes to speed Aaroniers, there also isn't that many. Realistically, it's only her, Basby, and Azashiro, so if you don't own those other two characters, you can still use this character, and her resurrection has definitely made her better in my opinion. So I think she got a very good resurrection, but it really comes down to how you want to use this character. For me, because I want to use her in Guild Quest, she got the best resurrection possible, so I really can't complain. But I understand why you might be a tad bit disappointed, at least with the route they went with her. So for this resurrection badge, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 3 for good resurrections. Unfortunately, Tsukishima got the short end of the stick. Next resurrection badge is going to be the Orihime banner, so we're looking forward to that, and we will be talking about them sometime next month when they do get their resurrections. With that said, hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know what you like to think about these resurrections in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.